Good afternoon. What's up? What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another session. Uh, so we're gonna get back on doing our regular projects. We're gonna be doing lines and circles. I think last week we did circles, but today we're gonna get back to doing lines. We're gonna do some lines, and then I think for my reference, I picked some. I think we're gonna do for lines. We're gonna do spaceships, and for circles, we're gonna do. I think I picked cows. They're little cool exercises for circles. Um, so we're starting off here. We're just gonna do what we've been doing before. I drew a good line here before I started recording. So I didn't want to take it away. Look at how straight that line is. Awesome. All right, so we're gonna yes, let's get the timer set. I set mine to 20 minutes, and we're gonna do what we've been doing, always. So we're gonna start with lines, and we're gonna do some little simple gesture drawings, and then we're gonna do circles and do some gesture drawings with circles. All right, let's go. Timer set to 20 minutes. How's everybody doing? Hope everybody's doing well. Okay, let's zoom out a little bit. My arm was kind of pushing against my chair. Zoom out. Oh, that one looks good. Let's get comfortable in your chair. Make sure I hit record and I see my audio bouncing up and down. Last week I didn't hit record, and I have to record. I haven't done it yet. I have to record new audio for that. But oh well, it happens. Alright, straight lines. Remember, we're using our belly button as sort of our center of gravity of sorts. Just pull the line straight down. I hope you guys have been doing lines, drawing lines. Hope you guys have been drawing lines throughout our time off, or I guess when we're not on screen. So draw, draw, draw. Draw lines. Draw, draw, draw. Alright, not bad. New layer. Lines. Lines. I think these ones are veering off to the left a little bit. So let me try to pull it back. Okay, not too bad. Pardon me, I'm gonna take a sip of my coffee. Coffee's good. Alright, back to lines. Let's see, how can I fix this one? Okay, let me pull up my desk a little bit. Alright, gotta get comfy. Ooh, this one's way off. Let me zoom out a little bit so I don't have to go too far on my drawing pad, because my elbows are kind of hitting the back of my chair. Zoom out one more time. Looks good. Adjust myself one more time. Okay, I think I'm good now. Alright, that one was okay. That one was good. definitely messed up on that one. How's everybody's week going? Hope everything went well. Um, what music are you guys listening to right now? I like listening to film scores, so that's what I'm listening to right now. Just some film scores from my favorite composers. It makes drawing these lines feel a little less mundane. Lines, lines, lines. I'm not even thinking about these lines. I'm just drawing and then I'm matching it up, and it's not that bad. Messed up on that area there, but this is just practice. Okay, let's get back to the basics and pull it down towards my belly button. This one looks good. Not bad. Okay, let's do, so let's practice some ghosting. Alright, if any you guys are tuned in, thank you for tuning in right now. Please like and subscribe if you like what you see. And remember, we can tilt the page. Not bad. Oh. Okay, come on. Alright, there we go. Eraser, you can erase some a little bit. Start a new layer. Erase. Let's create some of these cool shapes that we always do. Look at ghosting is pretty good here. Awesome. Alright, combine everything, start a new layer. Let's do this one here. I'm glad I'm kind of doing this with you guys because I need to get back to the basics too. The basics are so important. Alright, you know what? Let's connect. Ooh, let's try to get this one. There we go. Nice. Let's try to see if we could connect the outside dots first. Outside dots. This one's going to be hard. Alright. Oh. No, I'm going to keep that other one. Oh, where are you? Oh, I haven't said it yet. Okay. Wait, where is my redo button? Did I not do... Oh, Shift Control Z. What am I doing? Okay. Alright, doesn't look to be working. Shift Control Undo. Alright, so if I do this and I undo... Yeah, why isn't it working? So, this, undo... I don't know why it wasn't working before. Whatever. Let's draw some lines. Alright. Looks good. I want to zoom in a little bit. Let's get back across here. Cool lines. let's just do lines and let's not worry about making new layers. We can do that later. We only have like 20 minutes here to do lines. Actually, 11 minutes now. Let's just continue to go our lines and keep working on ghosting these lines. Alright, now get yourself comfortable. Oops, where is my pencil? Where'd you go? Alright, escape. Alright, so I think we have the outer layer here. Let's see if we can get this one here. Alright. Okay, not bad. What did I want to do for this line here? Ghost. Okay, let's ghost this line here. Looks good, right, guys? Well done. Ooh, that one was perfect. If you don't want to rotate your page, don't rotate it, just leave it straight. Oh, let's see, let's practice in. Alright, so I can do zoom out, zoom in, practice with that also. So guys, keep on practicing when I'm not online. Find some time to do these kind of exercises. I know they feel boring, but they're just gonna make you feel comfortable with your canvas, whatever tool you're using. And that's what this series is all about. Ooh, this one's gonna be tough. Ooh, alright, not bad. Alright, that looks good. Let's do some, I guess you can call them arches. Or do we do arches for circles? Yeah, it doesn't matter. Actually, we can do, there's another. Alright, I'm just using the shift button to draw a straight line right now. Actually, no, you know what? No, let's do since we're all about straight lines without using the computer, let's draw our straight line. And then we can check it, just something like that. And now let's try to draw a straight line across. Between these two lines. Oh yeah, next time we have to work on our horizontal lines. I feel like we haven't done a lot of those yet. We can definitely have room to improve. Ooh, these don't look that bad. Why is my shift button acting all weird? Okay. Did you guys do anything fun this week? What did you guys draw this week? Or what forms of inspiration did you guys discover this week? Let me know down in the comments. Alright, not bad. Alright. Remember the one I like to do with the S's? Let's do that just to get our flow sort of moving. Get our wrist moving here. Guys, everything is kind of like practice makes perfect, right? Like even before you do anything, you gotta have to warm up. Nice. And this is all part of that. And look at that, we're only doing this for 20 minutes. We got 4 minutes left. Circles, circles, circles. I mean lines, lines, lines. Alright, what can we do with more lines? Let's do horizontal. Let's draw some horizontal lines. Okay, so let's do some at the bottom here. We got 3 minutes left. And I just thought of a quick little exercise we can do in those 3 minutes. Let's finish these horizontals first. Okay, not bad. Let's bring it back towards the belly button. Slow is steady, and steady is improvement. Ooh, that one was bad. Okay, let's do a good one. I feel like my horizontal lines just kind of get wavy. Oh lordy, okay. Alright, this one might be okay. Try to fix. See, like that one I was drawing too much in the other direction. And you find a way to fix it. Alright, not bad. Alright, so for this exercise, let's pick a big brush. Alright, I have this big brush here. And we're kind of going to do the same thing. This big charcoal brush. Just pick any big brush. Feels so good, right? Look at that. So let's make it a little smaller, just a little bit smaller. And do the same thing, just get comfortable with this big charcoal brush. If you have to pause the video, go find like a nice charcoal brush in your Photoshop settings or your brush library, and come back and let's do some big charcoal brush lines. Let's see how these are. I mean, it's pretty hard to mess these up when they're big, but you know, we're just drawing lines. All right. So our time's up on that one. We could all come back and do some more of these, draw some more of these charcoal gesture lines, but do that on your own free time too if you know, once you're practicing on your own. But all right, let's see if we can go and do some gesture drawings. I think what we said for lines that we were gonna do spaceships. All right, let me go to my library here, my visual reference library. All right, so we're gonna go to all right, working on it right now. Pardon me, guys. Let me set my session here. Ten drawings, 1 minute each. All right, we're gonna do spaceships. So, or you know, do whatever you want. We're gonna go find some pictures of some like really simple spaceships, whether it's kind of like futuristic spaceships or I think I picked a bit of both. More, you know, recent spaceships, and there's some other ones that look like, you know, just like concept art. There are a bunch of really cool designs out there, but we're just gonna use those just for simple line gesture drawings. Okay, so my vehicles. Okay. Let's do some spaceships. Okay, we're gonna go back to our regular brush, and maybe later we will do the big brush. But for today, let's do regular brush. So guys, remember these are just really simple gesture drawings. They're not even. I gotta pick a name for them. Uh, they're just really simple gesture drawings. Remember, we're gonna be doing 10 lines or less, and then once we gotten past those 10 lines, if we have more time on the clock, we can start using that extra time for details. Okay, so no details, just simple lines. All right. All right, I got a little. Hold on, let me reset this real quick. 1 second, guys. Sorry. I had a little bio on spaceships. Hold on, let's actually. I feel like we can incorporate that into our little sessions here. All right, let's see. Space. Spaceships can refer to a real world spacecraft, which are vehicles designed to operate in outer space, or iconic fictional vessels from science fiction. Blah, 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 blah. Cool. All right, that's it. All right, let's do. I'm going to edit my session here. I'm going to do 11. Okay. Are we ready, guys? All right, let's draw. Oh, this one looks really cool. All right, so just lines. So we got slow is steady, and steady is improvement. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, 10. Whoa, that looks weird. Okay, let's finish this so it doesn't look weird. All right. Let's do some details. Let's see, we have 13 seconds here. All right, next one. Let me share that layer and let's move on. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All right, let's finish it. All right, let's keep going. I guess we might have to do a bunch of shapes for this. I mean, a bunch of circles too we can use for this. Just lines, guys. Remember, lines, lines, lines. That's all we're doing. See how easy those lines can be? Alright, that looks like a cool spaceship. Alright, this one has a bunch of circles, but we can just try to get the figure just using lines. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. That's cool, and we could do some details. Guys, just do lines, remember? This is all for fun. Fun, fun, fun. And little windows there. Okay, we got another one that looks similar like the last one. Alright, let's do the... So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. It's pretty cool. And then there's one here. And then there's like the... I don't know what you call it. Alright. Lines, 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 lines. Alright. Okay. Cool lines. We can maybe incorporate a circle there. Remember, guys, we only have 1 minute, so just try to find some some of the details that will help you describe what you're drawing. So, but remember, we're keeping it simple. Okay. Looks good. 1, 2, 3, 5, okay. Remember guys, lines, just lines. 1. Cool circles there. Looks like some lights. But then there's this big little lights here. This is like the underbelly of the spaceship. Just lines, guys. Lines, not bad. Boom, boom, boom. Some windows. Alright, time's almost up on this one. That's done. Next one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and then 10. This one's pretty cool. This one's more like a simple one, like a recent spacecraft. Alright, lines, guys. Remember, keep it simple. And you have little windows here. And then there's a little box here for something. That one looks like part of the engine. Okay. Next one. Looks like some 3D rendered. Okay, lines. Let's do simple shapes here. It looks like a triangle, so we're just gonna do a triangle. Look at our line art here. Let's do shapes with our lines. Lines, guys. Lines. Then we can also practice the modulating of pressure. There was a light line here, then it kind of got dark here. These two are darker lines. Boom. This one looks, oh, didn't mean to do that. Let's bring that back. Alright, so this one just looks like a big spacecraft just kind of docked somewhere. Just do the lines. Okay, some more, just do some simple shapes. I guess that can help us out. Shapes, simple shapes. We evolve from lines to shapes in one session. Not bad. Just quick lines and shapes. Boom. Alright, this one's kind of like a circle. Looks like a time warp, space warp machine. So let's just do the simple lines and we can come back and do details. Okay, lines. And then there's another circle in the middle. a circle in the middle. And there's a circle here. And then some more circles here. And then a circle here. And then some simple shapes here. And then a circle here. And then a circle here. Huh. Oh, this one looks cool. Alright, let's keep working on the shapes, but using lines. Simple lines. This extends out a little bit. Back tire. Another tire. Simple shape here. Remember guys, don't complicate it, just keep it simple. Just if your brain is going to one section, just use simple lines. Boom. Alright, this one is another recent looking spacecraft. Simple shapes, guys. Lines, lines, lines. Lines, 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 guys. Cool. Alright, well, our timer says that we are finished with this session. Alright, so we're gonna do what we usually do. Let's bring everything together. Actually, you know what? So I forgot we actually added this one more practice to our sessions here. So we're going to draw a spaceship off the top of our head. So let's see if we can remember what we just did, 10 gesture drawings of. Alright, so let's go new layer. Let's see, do we want to do, let's do recent, like a recent design. So remember there was, I mean I actually just did it. So let's do a side view, okay. So this is the, let's see, it's approaching up, so this is the side of the, no, actually let's do a front view. That'll make it more simpler. Alright, so this is the main rocket. We can give ourselves, no, let's just do this one for fun. This is the main rocket, and then there's like where you're gonna be sitting at, I guess. The main rocket ship, you can say. Like that. And I remember there were like the engine panels, or the engine at the bottom here. Cool, right? And then there were two more. Uh, I don't know the parts of the spaceship, but we can do some research on the side. But there were two more little modules here. Zoom out a little bit. And then, let's erase these. Then I think there were like windows here. Don't have to do that, guys. And then there were some more windows here. And then these had like little ridges like that. And then this one had something similar. Alright. Alright, not bad. Alright, the wings were, you know, we can extend the wings out here a little bit. Alright, cool. That didn't take us a minute, right? Alright, so let's do this. Let's put everything together. Let me pull up my Wacom here. Alright, so we're gonna go through each and every one of them and just put them all on the same page, you know? Let's do that. We can tilt it a little bit. That one's going sideways. And look, that was a previous one that I did, the original. Alright. Got some other ones here. That one was like a concept, kind of like pod of sorts. This one was like this time warp. I'm about to go to another dimension, kind of. This one was another concept one. It's pretty cool. Guys, look at our spaceships. It took us like 1 minute to do all of these. Look at these look at these simple gesture drawings. 1 minute for each of them. Right? All by just keeping it simple. We have 10 drawings. 11 drawings. Because we did another one off the top of our head. And it's pretty cool. Like once you start to see like just like the overall shape, you could kind of like these ones kind of look like seashells in a way. You know, you can kind of get your inspiration from like, you know, just shapes that you see in nature. You know, it's like you see a seashell on the beach and you're like, "Ooh, this looks like a cool looking spaceship." You had windows, you had some engines to like, you know, the shells, and you have a cool looking spaceship. That's for another time. Okay. Look at this cool spaceship gesture drawings. Right? Look at all this. We did this in 12 minutes or so. All right? Improving little by little, guys. All right? We're gonna take a quick break and we're gonna come back and do circles. Circles, circles, circles. All right. See you guys soon.